Today, guys, in this video, we are going to go over a little bit of a mystery that most people talk about, and that is about the armor. Most people know that on your armor, you have different attributes, which is the front has the most armor, the side has the second, and the back is the weakest. And most people seem to think that whenever you attack something from the back or from the side or from the front, it makes a significant difference. And we have done some testing and also asked the developers, and they said that these numbers right here were not relevant to the overall firepower. So let's go ahead and test and find out if this is true. So shout out to Who is Crayon for helping me in this video. But yeah, he is going to attack me from behind, and we are going to use a timer to figure out exactly how long this is gonna happen for. So let's get out our timer. All right, go ahead, Cram. So we have a damage of 5900, 5904. That's the damage that's happening to me from behind. And we are going to let this entire battle play all the way out. So his damage on me, even though he had some piercing damage, his normal damage was 5904. And the only way to truly test this, guys, is to test it with a time duration so that we can kind of be relative to the total time that it takes. Also with the damage output, so we can also see the numbers, but we can see what the total time is. All right. So that one right there was at 1 minute and 16 seconds. Let's go back and let's train up our troops. And then we will start up the next scenario in which we will attack from the front to see if there's a significant difference. All right, guys, we're all trained up and we're ready to go on the next scenario. In this one, we are going to hit each other face to face, and we're going to see if this is any different. Go ahead. We're going to start the timer to see. Last time we had 1 minute and 16 seconds was the total for the battle.
The damage output on this one is 5904 again.
So in this scenario, we actually only battled for 1 minute and 10 seconds as opposed to 1 minute and 16 seconds. And this was head on. All right, guys, we're all healed back up, and we're going to go into the third and final testing, which is side to side. Now, the first testing, when he hit me from behind, took 1 minute and 16 seconds in which I killed him. The second testing, in which we went head to head, he attacked me first, and I ended up killing him at 1 minute and 10 seconds. So we are going to get the clock ready right now, and go ahead and start. In this one, as again, you can see 5904. So the numbers correlate, guys. So no matter if it was from the front, from the back, or from the side, the numbers were always 5904 as far as the damage output that he was doing to my troops. The second factor that we're trying to factor in is the time duration to figure out what the difference is in the total length of the battle. All right, guys. In that scenario, it was 1 minute and 20 seconds that it took me to be able to kill him fully with that scenario side to side. Once again, the same damage output, but that one took 1 minute and 20 seconds from side to side. All right, guys, as you see from the testing, whether it was from the front, from the back, or from the side, the damage output that he did on me was exactly the same in all three scenarios. It was 5904. Now, the time durations were slightly different, not that much, but they were slightly different in each scenario. However, you would think that the one where he attacked me from behind would have been the shortest, and it was not. We do know from the developers that they answered me and said that the front, the back, and the side armor was not calculated in the overall total battle. The buffs and the total firepower and how much is applied on each shot is very relative to the overall battle and how it comes out. We also do know that when you engage in battle, sometimes it is random, meaning sometimes the time durations are different because it'll concentrate on one unit and take out one unit at a time, and other times you engage in battle and it spreads out the overall firepower amongst 2 or 3 units, in which it seems like it takes longer because it spreads out the damage more. And there is no consistency with that. When you engage in battle, it seems to be random whether or not it chooses one or the other. I know that they are currently looking at that, but those are the differences between them. And I want to just tell you guys can go back and you can look at the footage over and over and over again, but the result was the same. And that is I had 1.5 units pretty much left over every single time, no matter where it hit me from, what the angle was. The damage output was the same, and I always have 1.5 units. So I hope that helps some of you guys debunking some of the myths about the front, the side, and the back armor.